Well, what is this? We've got a folded mahogany bar. If we look at it end on, we can see that there's a number of bars contained within the outer casing, let's call it. So they obviously do something. Let's unfold it and see exactly what that is. So if we fold the two larger end pieces out, we've got a nice section like that. Now this is made of mahogany. These two pieces are rosewood. We can fold further. So this section comes out, this section comes out. Now if we look here, we can see we've got a little rebate cut, and that is to slot that in, and likewise on the other side. These bars will then come up, and now we've got this middle section, and this is a lectern foot. So we can see that we've got some holes cut into this bar at the back to receive this foot like that, so you can adjust the angle. So basically, as you've probably worked out by now, it's a portable music stand. Folds up very neatly. It's a fantastic design. A design that was probably used through most of the 19th century. A lot of these are described as Regency. In reality, most of them tend to be much later. This one certainly is. But it's one of those great designs that was made for so many years purely because it couldn't be improved upon. So these bars here, you can either raise them to extend the height to take your sheet music, or you can fold them down to support your sheet music, or if say you were reading a booklet or a magazine, you could also use them to hold the pages open. So if we take our last catalogue and we slot it in here, this can come down, and likewise this one, and the pages are kept open. Now, I said that this one is later in date, and the reason that we know that is because it's got a retailer's stamp. Now, we've had a number of these in the past. It's quite unusual for a retailer to stamp these. We had one in the past which was marked for Keith Prowse. This one is actually marked for Edward Withers, 22 and 22A Wardour Street, London. So that's modern day Soho, Chinatown area of London. And Edward Withers were violin makers, very good violin makers. They, I'm sure, would have been more than capable of making something like this, but I have a feeling that they probably bought it in from an outside maker to sell in their violin shop, because I mean certainly anyone buying a violin would find a portable music stand like this very practical. And we can date it to around about 1865, because we know that around about 1860 Withers moved from Coventry Street, just around the corner of Piccadilly, to Wardour Street. So that gives us a date line. So There you go. You've got a folding music stand. Um, Not uncommon, but just a really good practical design. Folds up really neatly so you can put it away in your pocket, take it off if you're going to play violin or whatever other instrument you play at a soiree. And of course, for modern day use, very good for putting a magazine up on or a menu or whatever you're going to do with it. So, mahogany, retailed by Edward Withers of Wardour Street, and round about 1860, 1865 in date.